done with the Hero Thrill Show is that we took it over 6 years ago, but this will be the 57th annual Hero Thrill Show that started back in 1954, and currently, I don't know about all the numbers that uttered, but we have 11 students that we're putting through college right now, because you know the tragic circumstances of the Philadelphia Police Force and the fire department over the last less than a decade. And so we have that program ongoing. With regard to these assets that we're providing through Cop Wheels, this will be the 51st and 52nd motorcycle that we're contributing, but it doesn't go to the Highway Patrol, it goes to Rock South, and I'll have Deputy Commissioner Bethel up here in a moment to accept it with Captain Singleton. And the horse trailers are the first 2 horse trailers that have been donated as part of the Cop Wheels program, and they're going into the newly reformed mounted unit that's commanded by Lieutenant McCann. You'll hear from him in a moment. But I wanted to welcome all of you here to this very auspicious occasion for the dedication of these 2 trailers and 2 motorcycles. And what I'd like to do at this time is we have a couple of our donors with us today. We have Ray Perlman. Ray, if you could come up here, please. And we have Cal Rudman. Cal, if you could come up here. We have Anthony Cerrone. These are the 3 donors that I've seen. I haven't seen any others, although a lot of others told me that they were coming. But while they're coming up here, I do want to recognize the fact that we have 2 very special ladies with us today. I'd like you to give them a round of applause. We have the mother of Patrick McDonald, Patsy McDonald, and we have the wife of Chuck Cassidy, Judy Cassidy. So they're with us wherever we go. They're obviously a part of the fabric of Philadelphia, and they always seem to be supportive of everything that the police and the fire department does in any way whatsoever. So what I'd like to do now is to tell you that this will be the first point of embarkation to support the mounted unit, and we have a partner in this endeavor, and his name is Mike Velezi. He's the executive director of the Thoroughbred Racing Association here in Pennsylvania, and so he has lent all of his support to Lieutenant McCann, and his not only his mounts but his officers that you see there. And the plan is that we'll eventually have 25 mounts. There are 9 presently in training, 4 that are street trained, 2 that are almost street trained, and the others will be coming right along. But the message is that we have to get the citizenry behind this effort, because that's where the money's going to come from, to not only provide them with the assets they need, but to also keep it ongoing. And nobody knows the needs of the city of Philadelphia better than the deputy mayor, who's in charge of public safety, and his name is Everett Gillison, and I'd like to have him come up right now and talk to you. Deputy Mayor Gillison.
Thank you very much, Jim. And thank you for everyone for being here. Obviously, I'm here on behalf of the mayor, who could not be here today, but I know that if you were here, the first thing you would say is this is the epitome of the public-private partnership that we have in this city. When we have a need, sometimes the public just can't all do it together. The government can't provide the funds or what we need. But by reaching out to our friends, we can actually get things done. So on behalf of Mayor Nutter, I want to be able to say to James Benz, to all the supporters who gave money, to continue to support the police, fire, and all members of public safety, a great big thank you, and everybody here should give these men and women a great big round of applause. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mayor. And before I go to Deputy Police Commissioner Richard Ross, I would like to single out for you Raymond Perlman in the white shirt there. Give him a hand. One of our big supporters. Next to him, Cal Rudman in the looks like a Phillies hat, but it has a number 5. I'm not sure what it signifies, but he is a huge supporter of the Cop Wheels program. And, of course, there are many others who are not here with us today. But one of the individuals who is a prime mover in our city and is the Deputy Police Commissioner is someone who we work with on a daily basis. He tells us what he needs, and we go out and get it for him. This is Deputy Commissioner Richard Ross. Give him a big hand.
Thank you and good morning. And Jimmy said it best. We ask him and he comes through all the time. So on behalf of Commissioner Ramsey, we just say thank you to Jimmy Benz and the other donors standing here today, because without them, many of these things couldn't be done. And these are very real things that help us. It's not just symbolism. I mean, you look at these trailers, you look at the motorcycles, these are things we actually need and can use and can help to make this city a better place. So we thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
Actually, we should all be thanking Deputy Commissioner Ross and all of the men and women of our police forces, not only from Philadelphia, but we have police in attendance from all over South Jersey and all over Pennsylvania, and they're out there standing in the street, but I'd like them to come closer so that people can get to see them, because they're with us all the time that we do anything. They demonstrate their fidelity to the brotherhood of the police and fire departments, and I can't thank them enough for their support, but they're always here. Some of them get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to come up here on their motorcycles from places as far away as Ocean City, Longport, Margate, Northfield, New Jersey, Wilmington, Delaware. We have representatives of the New Jersey State Police Command Staff here, the Pennsylvania State Police, and of course we have our own Highway Patrol here. I saw Captain Mike Cochran, and I see all of the motorcycles that are part of his unit, and we have with us all of the deputy commissioners that you see here, who always come out to show their thanks to you citizens for what you do. They're all here lined up. And Deputy Police Commissioner Ross has already spoken on their behalf, but at this time what I'd like to do is to call up a civilian president of the Fraternal Order of Police to show you what he thinks of what is going on. Yeah, he says he's not a civilian, but take a look at him. Here he is, John McNesby, the president of the Fraternal Order of Police, my dear friend.
Thanks, Jimmy. Again, thank you everyone for coming out today. This is a great event, and it's really a key to, as Deputy Ross said, on a civilian side that I see, to be able to have the mounted unit come back and be able to support the people that are out there in patrol on events on South Street, on Delaware Avenue, the Phillies games, Flyers games. It's really great that we're able to bring back that unit in cooperation with the city administration and also the public, because without the public and the partnership, we would not be able to get programs like this back off and back on the ground. There's a lot more to be done. This is just the tip of the iceberg. But again, without your help, we could have never done this. So thank you to everybody here. Thank you to Jimmy Benz. And we look forward to having about 5 or 6 more of these trailers donated and more equipment for the mounted unit so that we can keep our patrol officers safe on the street. Thank you.
I'll be brief and let the captain speak more specifically. We just want to thank Jimmy Benz and all those who participate in making this happen. Not only does this happen here, but it's twofold. The bikes that we have here the new ones will go to the officers over here from the 19th district who've been riding, from I'm told, for over 10 years. And then those other 2 bikes that we have will move on to other districts, and they will benefit from this. So we're very appreciative of the support we're getting and the items that we're getting to help us to continue to do our work in the field. So I'll let Captain Singleton follow up.
Thank you. First, I want to thank Mr. Benz and all of our supporters here. I want to particularly tell you a quick story about the 2 officers, Officers Freeze and Saccone. As the commissioner stated, they have rode motorbikes in the district for more than 10 years. And then sometimes they've spent their own money to keep those bikes running. And as all mechanical things need repairing, bikes does. And so I think this is tremendously gracious and generous of Mr. Benz to donate these bikes, and we thank you for them. Thank you.
Again, most of the comments have been already made. Kevin Bethel just indicated his support for Jimmy Benz, support for the community. It wouldn't be possible. We're moving very fast and rapidly with the mounted unit. We have a number of horses. We deploy the horses on a number of special events. So this is a big contribution from the community and Jimmy Benz. Again, I'd like to thank everyone here.
I can only echo everybody, all the other speakers' thanks to Jimmy, and I personally thank him. Before today, I only had 1 2-horse trailer. I have 11 horses in my stead. We can only do so much training at the stable. We're at a place now where we need to get out on the street, train in an urban environment, and also we're at a point now where we can deploy for special events. So I just increased my ability to deploy threefold. So Jimmy, I want to thank you for this great addition.
Well, it's a great day for Philadelphia, and I want to thank everybody for coming out today, especially all of our police commanders, Charlotte Council, Steve Johnson, Jack Gatens, and the commissioner could not be here today. He was called away to Washington, and the mayor was also called away. But they are profoundly grateful to all of you who are supportive of our police officers and our firefighters. And so thank you all for coming. Nonetheless, there's nobody who doesn't like a horse, and there's no criminal that isn't afraid of one. So thank you all once again for coming out. Thank you to our donors, Ray Perlman, Cal Rudman, Anthony Cerrone, and Brian Bentley. And if there are any others out there, I want to thank them for coming. And I want to thank my man, the Blade, Sonny Hill, for always showing up for everything. And he's our voice on the airwaves, along with Bobby Pantano. So we got the spectrum covered with WOGL and with WIP, and anything that we ever want, we get. And I want to make that pledge to our police officers that anything they want, they'll get, and we'll deliver it. Thank you very much for coming.